go pacing. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Oh, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Evans. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's just me and you.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll go with Foreman. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Moss. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Carry for Buffalo.
Absolutely love Zach Moss coming out of the University of Utah. He was a kid who grew up in the state of Florida and comes out of a famous football family. And you can see the bloodlines when he plays. Strong, determined, excellent vision, contact balance, and good patience as a runner as well. Many question his long speed, but I wouldn't worry about that a heck of a lot. Watch him eat up 5-10-yard runs, and by the end of games, often over 100 yards.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Stephon Diggs, incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, G. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 54 mark, 54 mark.
Throwing again. Allen. And this is incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. But now it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Titans, nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Brings up 2nd.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Allen hit. He lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And that's caught inside the 35.
You'll get nothing.
Touchdown, Titans. Mike Evans, 83 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 down the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the try. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Allen's throw is complete. Stephon Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
To Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Bills 21, Titans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. at their own.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last one-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 29, Tannehill. Out to the right to Humphries. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a deep. It's caught inside the 25.
If you were me, you do this too.
Take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Number 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Play action. It's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Up 3rd down.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack there by Trent Murphy. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you don't get ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
21 yards. And the Bills first down.
Check your hot read. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to number
Stephon
13.
Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. A run by Moss to start the third quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
His throw caught. right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
The tackle made.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try to run. Here's Moss. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. On first down, they'll start out with Evans. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, it's Moss. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
Stephon Diggs, 20. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 44 yards. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Now the ball comes loose. Now he tries a lateral and he fumbles. It's loose a second time. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Who that? Mike's 49.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Eli Apple on the coverage.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
49.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 4th down, Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Mike Evans. 88 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Check 43.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That team.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. First kick, 40-12. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. Of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
You got three down. 31.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's second down.
Second and 10.
Here we go. 31's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fresh. Mike Evans, he's going to go. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Mike Evans, 94 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
first down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
Recovered by the offense.
On second and a long way to go. Allen uncorks one for Davis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Bills
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they boost their record up to a strong